What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another adventure with the Bearded Bobber. And before we start today's adventure, I want to give a massive shout out to the Erie Indian and Indiana Redlands for getting me out onto this Indian corporate demo event at the International Motorcycle Show in Long Beach, California, put on by Progressive. Bombshell and myself went out there last year. It was a great show. I got in on Friday. Didn't get to take the kids like we wanted to on Sunday. We had things come up with Bombshell's work, but it worked out that I was able to go out on Friday and experience the VIP demo event. Now, what that is Indian had a thing where you could come out, take a on-guided tour or our experience, or however you want to explain it, with the Challenger. So what ended up happening is I got out there. This is the first bike, this blue deep ocean metallic, I got to take out, which was very cool because what I got to experience with this one is the whole touring package. Now I do want highway bars on a dark horse if I am able to get one of these bikes. Now this also had the touring windshield, which was very nice, and I could see having both. Going to Sturgis with this windshield, I would imagine it would be a pleasure. Where for the day-to-day, I'd like to be able to go lower and then higher and then lower and then higher and change up with the wind. So what's really cool, I don't know if you guys have ever done a demo event, but if you've been following my channel for a while, I'm lucky enough that I've been able to go to quite a few, and they're normally, let's say, 15 to 25 minute rides. So it really depends on what's going on, how big your group is, what you're really going to be able to experience on a normal demo event. This by no means is a normal demo event. Now there's some places that do this where they're like, hey, go take the bike out for a while, come back, check it out. Unfortunately, I don't get to do that, not yet. I guess we'll talk again, and when we get past 4 figures up to 6 figures, I mean, come on. We'll see when we get there. But it was a great experience to be able to hop on the bike and kind of go do the day-to-day thing. Now, I don't know Long Beach very well, so they did have a mapped out route for like 55 miles, and I was able to take it. I got lost a little bit, and it wasn't the GPS fault. It was my fault for not paying attention to the GPS. I was filming. I was trying to put out a video, like to get video content. Sometimes that can be an issue for us motovloggers. And it's one of those, such a cool experience that I didn't want to not capture it. So I got lost a little bit, but thank goodness that even with construction, this GPS was rerouting very well. That was one thing I was very thankful. One thing that I will say that I didn't care for the GPS, well, 2 things on the GPS, is the way it turned. When you turned, it turned after you turned. So it had a small delay. So sometimes that can throw me off just because if I am using my phone or something, it may be a little bit smoother. I'm just nitpicking. And there's sometimes where the line is colored in kind of similar. So you're like, where am I going? But once you actually know the GPS, it's clearly telling you where to go. You just have to pay attention. And that was my fault. Even like right here, I missed the turnout right there to go to this little turnout. Where I ended up taking some pictures later on with the dark horse that I took out. Yeah, I did take out 2 Challengers on this day. I got very lucky that I was able to be at this event where it's a Friday. A lot of people were working. There was a lot of people there, but at the same time, they had a couple extra bikes than they gave out tickets for, so I was able to get involved a little bit more. So I was able to come up here. Never actually ridden on the PCH, which I plan on doing. So these are all things that I got to do on this bike because of this experience. But also, you guys know I've been looking for a bagger for quite some time. So being able to take out a bike that you want to take out and you want to experience that day to day, like, did you make the right purchase? I was going to take out a Chieftain. I was going to go rent one and take it out for 24 hours and see how I felt with the bike. Because these weren't normal experiences, but renting one was. I still think I'm going to try to do that with the Challenger before making a full-blown decision. But even though, you guys, I am I'm on the end of the diving board. Let's put it that way. I'm ready to jump in with, head first. Just riding this bike around was smooth. The new clutch assist is very smooth. My hand felt great, even being in traffic. The stereo was fantastic. I hooked up my phone even on the second go around with the Dark Horse. I didn't plug it in. I just used Bluetooth, and the Bluetooth was super clear on just having the dash speakers. This one did not have premium audio in the rear deck lids for the saddlebags. Just the two, super clear. Never even turn it up over halfway. Now, if you guys don't know, it does have like the speed adjusting. So when you come to a stop, it will get quieter, and you get back on the gas, it'll get louder. So you're not the a-hole at the stoplight messing with everybody's, fun Sunday. I guess you could say that way. But when I took out the Dark Horse, what I did is I put the cameras away. I locked my cameras up with the guys there, and just brought a couple things in the saddlebag with me since I had access to it, and I just went out. I went and experienced the bike without the weight of YouTube, and got in the seat, just started going, not worrying about anything, just following the route. It was a lot of fun. I ended up getting up to that spot, like I was saying, taking pictures, and just kind of sitting with the bike for a minute. That's something I don't know if you guys do, but I do it. I like to call it, smelling the roses, even though I don't see any damn roses anywhere near me at the time. I do it a lot of times on my way home, where I just kind of stop, chill, grab something from the grocery store, breathe for a second. It's quiet. If you guys don't know, I usually get off around like 10 o'clock at night, so most things are quiet at that time. If they're not, you might be in the wrong neighborhood. Sorry. So what I did is I did that with this bike. It's something that I normally do. I was able to go do it with this bike. Not having that worry of what's going on, being able to just pull over, relax, put my helmet down, take some pictures for the gram, And I think that was a really big experience. Where, if you guys are paying attention to the video, not just my voice, this is from the demo event in San Diego. Now, that San Diego event was like 20 minutes, and I was more focused on the performance of the bike. I was like, let's go, let's get on it, let's go. The guy in front of me was on a Stage 2 Chieftain. It was all about go. So I stayed right there with him. I wanted everything that I had. Going to the VIP experience and being able to enjoy the bike the way I'm actually going to use it. I'm not going to be out here drag racing people all day, every day, just because some people think this is the all-new answer and Road Glide killer and whatever the hell people want to say. After riding this bike for a couple hours, and this has nothing to do with the bike, but Harley's not going anywhere, guys. If anything, we're making them better, and they're making us better. And I say us only because I do own an Indian and I don't own a Harley. My dad owns a Harley. I was part of Bring It Home. I want to be a part of all these things. I love it. I love the motorcycle community as a whole, from Honda CBRs to KTM off-road bikes to Harley Davidson FXDR muscle bikes to Indian heritage bikes to the Bobber, whatever, the Triumph, it doesn't matter. I love the bikes. I have a preference of American V Twins, yes. I'll tell you right now, I rode that Triumph Bobber and I had a smile on my face the entire time. Did it matter that it was not a V Twin? No. I ride Nicky's Vulcan 650S. Does it matter that it's a parallel twin? No. Fun bikes. Bikes can be fun, all of them. Come on, guys, follow the bouncing ball. Well, stop following some of the other bouncing balls that are making you guys so crazy. It's a fun bike. It has the things that I really enjoy, more things that I would lean to personally, but everybody needs to get out and experience it for themselves. If you don't want to experience and you're happy with what you have, that's awesome. I happen to be in the market for a bagger, and I'm hunting for a bagger. I have a video where I rode the Street Glide, the Road Glide, 2 different Chieftains, and the Challenger. All of that in there. Even 2 Challengers, technically, the way I made the video. But back on track of just this bike. Stop worrying what it looks like. Stop worrying what they were inspired by. Just ride the bike if you're interested. If you're not, that's totally fine, man. Thanks for stopping by, and if you want to keep listening, cool. I'm more than happy to be here and talk with everybody. I wish that's what the world could be sometimes. But the little features of being able to use the windshield versus the short or the tall, fantastic. Using the stereo, hook on Bluetooth, very user friendly. The dash is great. The toggles are great. I want to get out. I want to see what kind of miles you can do to the tank on a normal day-to-day use, not where, saying you have 200 miles left, but everybody's been riding this bike in sport, riding her hard and putting her away wet. There's a lot more out there to this bike, and I'm thoroughly going to enjoy every second of it. I don't know if you guys have questions on this bike, please let me know. I will be more than happy to answer it if I can. I would hope out of everything I've done that I get a chance to do that. The only thing I can't really explain is the are they calling it the pot light or the... I said it earlier and now I'm forgetting because it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm doing this BB Smooth on the radio late night. These voiceovers, which are a lot of fun. I want to do some more of this. I've done it before when out of necessity, but that's why I felt like this one needed to be done too. Is just being off the bike, clearing your thoughts, and just thinking about the experience, which was a few days ago for me on this. I don't know when you guys get this video. It'll be a couple weeks probably. And I know getting flooded with the Challenger content, but guys, I'm not just posting this because it's a Challenger and because it's hot. I'm infatuated with this bike. I want to be on this bike. I want to be on my way to Sturgis 2020. Also, don't forget about the Support MVC Discord chat. Hit me up if you want to know more about that. There's going to be a lot of us going to Sturgis for 2020. And if you're going for the first time, maybe we can buddy up. Me or one of the other guys. Somebody along the way. Hopefully we can all have a great experience from the time we leave our house to the time we get back and start dreaming about being in Sturgis for the next year. I don't know if I'll be on that far. Let's get back on the bike. So, back on the bike, day-to-day use I think would be fantastic for what I do. Sometimes I need the saddlebags. On the guys on the bobber, I still have that Viking Bags sissy bar bag, and I load that thing up. I go to work when I need it, and then I come back. If I don't need it, then great. But a lot of times I get to use my laptop and do things at work, so that little saddlebag on the bobber doesn't do the job. Would I love to have hard locking bags? Yes. When I go to Walmart to pick something up, this would definitely be a good answer for me. But I don't know if I can't give up the bobber life for every day, but I think this will be a very good in between. Honestly, if I wanted the performance and only could have the one bike, this would be definitely a good step for me. But once again, this is all just my personal opinion. Some of you guys ask for it, so it gives me content and I get to deliver, and I don't mind. I enjoy doing this. I do have some people going what do I care what you think? Why'd you click my video? That's all I have to ask. All right, I'm going to get out of here, you guys. I'm going to go to bed. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you want more content, I do have a Patreon for $1. That's it. I don't even want to talk about it that much. I like just to post a little thing and that's it. But it is brand new. It is just $1, and I do plan on putting a lot of content on there. And don't, guys, I'm not gonna just, haha, I'm on Patreon only now because I think I'm a big shot from YouTube. Not the case at all. I told Bombshell I have so much extra content that I feel like I would flood you guys, not just Challenger, but anything with the bike. My day-to-day stuff that I'm just kind of doing around. I'm like, oh, I can post that. Oh, I already kind of posted something today on Instagram. Maybe I shouldn't post on Instagram again today. Because sometimes I get overwhelmed with people posting 20, 30 things, or sometimes 5, 6 things if it messes up my feed. You know, I want to see everybody's stuff, but if everybody posted 5 things, then I would probably see 2 or 3 people, you know, depending on the day. But there is an extra spot for that. It's in the bottom down there under the video if you guys want to check that out. Also, like I said, leave me questions if you have any for this bike, and hopefully I will be able to answer them for you guys. If you want specs, you can check those out on my demo video, or you can go to anymotorcycle.com. When you click on the motorcycle, there's an area that just says specs. Just look for that, click that, and it'll bring it down for you as well. All right, you guys. Hopefully this gave you kind of like an afterthought on the bike of just like that day-to-day use of me being in traffic and stuff like that. And I've never gotten stuck in traffic where I can lane split, but I do think it's doable. And one day I'm sure it'll happen if I have this bike long enough, because California is all about its traffic. All right, you guys, stay safe, stay classy, and all you guys having all that snow, I hope you guys are staying warm, and hopefully these videos help you get through missing your 2 wheels. All right, guys. Good night.